Oh, do we not have... Try that. There we go. Okay. The world is currently full. Alright. In my spare time, I went and did all of my class quests. Speak with Sarisha. We're fine. Oh god, I'm only at 1 health. Why does it say... Why is there a sword that says all on it? look like? Okay, I don't know what that means. Snakes. Not often received guests. What is the purpose of your visit? Greetings and well met. We are the Scions of the Seventh Dawn. We've come seeking Sarisha of the Vera. You are she, is she not? Are you not? You have petitioned us for aid and succor, and we intend to provide them, but we would first learn more of Sri Lakshmi, that we may better understand the nature of the threat she poses to you. A simple request, and one which I shall gladly oblige. In the beginning, the beginning was Sri Lakshmi. We were created in her image, daughters blessed with her beauty. Her breath became ours, her serenity our solace. There is naught she would not give. 'Twas Kalyana's broodmother's desire to bring back her daughter's resurrection which first called forth Sri Lakshmi from the ether. That being the case, I rather doubt the goddess will be spoiling for a fight. That would depend. The primal's motives will have been colored by the summoner's state of mind, namely that of a grieving mother who had just borne witness to her daughter's murder. Though she apparently craved a miracle, she may also have harbored thoughts of vengeance. Moreover, Kalyana's conception of Sri Lakshmi may differ from the Vera. This is true. The Vera and the Kalyana do indeed regard the Lady of Bliss in different ways. To the Vera, the Sri Lakshmi embodies freedom. She would not suffer her daughters to be bound to another's will, and so we stand with the resistance against the Empire, gives our lives for the cause. To the Kalyana, however, she embodies transcendental beauty, which they strive to create through their craft. To shape crystal is less art and more ritual, a sacred duty wherein each tribe is imbued with a fragment of the soul. The Imperials do not interfere with this holy work, and so the Kalyana were content to turn inward and ignore our plight. Until reality asserted itself, and they summoned a primal, a fever dream to soothe their aching hearts. But surely they can see it won't do any good. The Imperials will still rule these lands. Nothing will change. The Ananta will. The Kalyana bade the Vera make a pilgrimage to pay proper respects, right? Those who do not wish to partake in the primal's bliss will be made to do so. Now while we're around, there won't. Though our beliefs are not the same, we are still kin to the Kalyana. Will you not help them see reason? Know that I'll kill your god if I have to, maybe even if I don't. Jeez. Then we shall, for without you we may be powerless to stop them. If we do not act quickly, more lives will be lost, more families torn apart, more children made to suffer. And it's settled. We're going to find that primal and put an end to this. My sister Vajra will guide you to the Danan Cot. Cot? I shall pray for your success. Well met, science. I'm Vajra, who shines, she who shines, bright and unbroken. We stand ready. We leave you upon your command. Are you ready? You look ready. Dajan Kot, there you will find Kalyana's crystals and Sri Lakshmi. Follow me. Are any of you Ether Current quests? Yeah. Elephant. Where's the elephant going? Oh. Okay, it's fate. I was like, this is probably a fate, right? But I didn't see anything. Expected guess. Oh, that's a different. Okay, no. Is there another way out of this place? Now we can head out this side. Nope. You're not my problem right now, large bird. Leave me alone, live another day. John Cott, the path leads to an entrance above. Within is an aetherite. You must use it. You may use it to enter. Understood. With me, everyone. Effluent. Oh. God, no, stop. I have an orb that I need to attune to. Oh, I don't have a carbuncle summoned. Bahamut! Dragon friend! Thanks, bro. Oh, I also should probably have Edgar out. Even though we're about to do a quest.
Why, mistress? Why does my Anamika slumber still?
Look thee on her face, supplicant. Thy prayer hath been answered. Flesh sundered hath been made whole. Blood spilt runneth through her veins. Breath stolen filleth her breast.
But she hears not her mother's words, nor sees her mother's face. She's silent and empty.
Only the vessel may be remade. Not so the flame which flickered within. Her soul hath been scattered to the four winds.
That's a bit fucked.
Now do you see her promises for what they are?
Alize, have you gone mad?
Random. Gosh, thank you, random woman who broke into
I have, but I refuse to stand by and watch yet another tragedy unfold.
Who intrudes upon this sacred ground? Imperials, thirsting for blood.
No! We come not to shed blood, but to save you from the false god who would lead you astray.
Maybe also lead with "we're not Imperials," because that is something an Imperial would say.
I understand how you feel. I do. You loved her with all your heart, but when the moment came, you still couldn't save her. The anguish, the anger, I know it only too well. But I also know where this path leads. To embrace a primal is to condemn yourself to an endless cycle of despair. You will never know peace.
A worm-eaten heart may find peace and serenity in service, in beauty and grace. This hath ever been my promise. Naught else.
You tempt them with visions of things that can never be and leave them bereft and wanting. No illusion, however sweet, can change the fact that your daughter is gone. Remember her as she was. Do not suffer this piteous shade to tarnish her memory.
For every prayer that primal answers, it'll demand payment in kind. Do you have any idea how many more Ananta will die to feed its hunger for crystals?
They would have thee suffer man's spite and live in fear. Far better to dwell in my beauteous dream than endure so ugly a reality.
She's wrong! We hate the Empire as much as you, if you just listen!
Poor misguided children. I would spare you the torments of this cruel and misshapen world. Come, bask in my radiance. Let it fill your hearts and free you from your burdens. Abide in misery then, fools. The Ananta are more deserving of my blessing. Leave these lands and my dreamers be. I will not warn you a second time.
I know, it was stupid and foolish, but I had to try. I had to try and I failed, so you have to fight. There's no other way. Never stop trying. It means a lot to hear you say that. It does. But it doesn't make it any easier to have to ask you to face that thing. We can but do is what that which is within our power. At least Alphino and I will go and seize the crystal stores. This will not happen again. And you, when it's finished, will be waiting for you. Do we want to do that, or do we want to do healer? We could do healer. I haven't done... I also need to remember, like, what all of my moves are. Where's the one that dissipation? Do we want to do... Yeah. Let's go as healer. If I had more friends, then maybe I wouldn't, but... Emanation. I read emancipation. Different words. Okay, we're like right here. let's not overlap.
Rest your weary souls in my bosom.
Are we supposed to... I feel like I fucked up. I feel like I fucked up. Oh no. Oh no, we're all horny. Shit.
I shall free you from your hate.
How do I do the thing? Oh god! Very.
Do not your souls weigh heavy?
Good night, sucker.
Your souls are
Alright, I'm getting the mechanics now. Sucker in this time of need.
I shall free you from your
I need to get... We got it. Oh, they're in a party mode. Everyone's already gone. Okay, cool.
You did it again. You saved them. I just wish I could have been more help. So, it looks like the Ananta did have a mountain of crystals after all. Like every other tribe. Gods were all such slaves to our weaknesses.
You slew our mistress! She was our hope, our salvation! Is there no end to your cruelty?
Listen to me, please. I know that you're only trying to protect yourselves because you feel frightened and alone.
Already tempered.
But that's how we all feel. Don't you see? If we could just turn to each other for help instead of the gods, I'm sure we could find a way to live in peace. Your crystals are important to you, aren't they? Reflections of your souls, right? Well, you shouldn't have to sacrifice something so precious to a primal.
Who are you to question our choice? You who fight without fear? We wish only to live in peace. And if this be the price we must pay, then so be it!
I know there's nothing I can say to convince you. But I hope that one day you look back and see we only ever wanted the same thing.
Begone, damn you! Spare me your hollow words, and leave me to mourn.
They are tempered, aren't we supposed
I'll
to?
go.
Aren't we supposed to kill them?
But it doesn't mean I'm giving up. Girabania is our home too. And one way or another, we're going to have to learn to live together. Come on. Alphino and Alize are waiting.
Meanwhile, in the royal palace of Alamigo.
Ah, the savage returns, and with her tail firmly between her legs, beaten by beastmen, I hear.
It was a shameful display, by all accounts. She may have curried the Viceroy's favor with her bold promises, but in the end, she's just another plodding bungler like the rest of her kind.
Strange. You would think him a better judge of character. Then again, I hear she's not averse to a more physical mode of persuasion.
I thought she rose through the ranks rather quickly, but no longer. If only she had been content with her lot, she might have lived to see the morrow.
Fadola Rem Lupus. Commander of the Crania Lupi, reporting as ordered.
Why do you tremble so? Could it be that the Empire's butcher is afraid? That she who walks with death is terrified of her own?
I'm terrified of dying having achieved naught. Gladly would I give my life to win a great victory on the battlefield, had I but the strength.
Alas, you do not. Indeed, you are weak. And born of this weakness is a blind fervor, a raging inferno which threatens to consume not only you, but everyone around you.
Yes, my lord.
You were defeated by the Resistance on several occasions. You misjudged the Ananta and spurred them into summoning an icon. Have you anything to say?
I do not, my lord. My failures are my own. I am prepared to accept your judgment.
And that is very admirable. However, I've had enough of this dumb show. Give voice to that hunger I see in your eyes, or I will pluck them from your head.
I want... I want to make them pay! All of them! Everyone who ever mocked or looked down on me! I want the power to make them pay!
Very well. Then I shall give you a chance. A chance to transcend your mortal limits. Assuming, that is, you are prepared to wager your life for such power.
Transcend, my lord. I came here prepared to die. Tell me what I must do.
Science man. Wish you could have left on better terms, but that was never going to happen. It could be a problem if they get their hands on any more crystals, though. Never mind. We'll deal with that when the time comes. Okay. These letters looked like a different word. And I was... Okay. You've done us a great service this day, and long shall my sisters sing the praises of the Icon Slayer. Let us bear words of them, of Sri Lakshmi's passing. Come, to the that. The name of their settlement. Oh, can I warp there? No, there's no aetheryte. It looks like it's about the same distance. Yep. Large burb. Oh, there. Whoop! Goodbye, burb. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. I'm not fighting you today. Goodbye. Not fighting you either. Goodbye. Winds whispered of your success, and your eyes confirmed their testimony. The Lady of Bliss no longer holds our Kalyana sisters in her thrall. For this, we thank you. I mean, several of them are still in her thrall. She just doesn't exist right now. Fear is only the beginning, for there is no cure for that which drives the desperate to beseech the gods for salvation. Should they wish to use their crystals to summon Sri Lakshmi again, naught can we do to stop them. We ignore our sisters' plight at our own peril. This we know. We shall endeavor to show them another path, so the day you speak of never comes. We're all in this together. Once we know that we're all stars, and we see that. The Alamegans and the Ananta. We understand that. Hopefully, in time, they will too. You and yours will ever be friends of the Vera. On that, you have my word. We should be getting back to the peering stones. Thank you again, Sarisha, for everything. Let's swap back to Summoner. Welcome back. Conrad and Marshal Tarpon came to render aid, but here that won't be necessary. It won't. Sri Lakshmi's gone. But I should probably start at the beginning. Incredible. I don't know what to say. If you hadn't been there to stop her, who knows where it would have ended. You saved a lot of lives. Take pride in that. It must be said this is something unprecedented. This is something of an unprecedented situation. Previous summonings were, to my knowledge, planned well in advance by a tribe as a whole. Indeed, there are several aspects of this incident which bear further investigation. In any event, the Kalyana's supply of crystals must remain limited for the foreseeable future, and their ambient ether levels closely observed. Understood. The Alliance will consult with the Resistance and the Vera on how best to enforce said restrictions. Thank you, Vice Marshal. To other matters, then. What news of the Imperials? None, which itself is troubling. It seems as though the Skulls and the remainder of the garrison have fully withdrawn to the peaks. We've seen neither hide nor hair of them since Veladina. Regardless of their reasons, our path is clear. Father has decided it's time to advance east. Finally! He was also most empathic that you be spared further duties at present. You are to rest. It would not do for the Warrior of Light to collapse from exhaustion during the march. We may not be as strong or as quick as him, but we are soldiers nonetheless. We can deal with the Imperials. Ah, you've earned this respite, so enjoy it. Same goes for you, Minago. You've been away from your family for too long. Don't deny it. As you say, sir. Thank you. We'll make the most of our time here. Looks like it's up to me and mine to give you a lot of proper welcome. My mother prepared a special meal for this occasion, and I have it on good authority that hers is the finest cooking this side of the Veladina. Honored guests, I pray that you partake of our humble offerings as we give thanks to you for your many valiant deeds. Thank you, sir. For this warm welcome. We're honored to break bread with you and your family. Come, eat your fill of food and drink deep of our spirits. There's more than enough for us all. When you put it that way, don't mind if I do. She wasn't kidding when she said her mother could cook. You know, seeing her with her family, I can't help thinking of my own. How my father would come home from a hunt with dinner on his shoulder. Ida would prepare it with herbs and spices. Our mother died when I was little, so she did much of the cooking. We didn't have much, but we had each other, and that was enough for me. But they wouldn't let us have even that. Theodoric, Gaius, and of course Father and Ida had to fight. I would have too if I'd been older, but they didn't have to die. Never ends, does it? They call us beasts and they treat us like them. And they treat us like them. They push and they push until someone pushes back. until someone takes up arms or summons a god, a false god. If the 12 are watching us, what are they thinking? What are they thinking when they see the strong hurt the weak, when people fight and die and nothing gets better, and it just goes on and on? You'd have to ask them. I don't think the gods listen to people like me. Thanks for listening. I know I was just rambling, but I feel better somehow. Who knows what the answers are, or even if there are any. Either way, life goes on, and we've got to go with it. Sorry, that sounded better in my head. I must be getting tired. Time to turn in, I think. Tomorrow's another day, eh? Let's see what it brings. Sleep well. Why did you think snake? We just fought snakes. We just fought a snake because it was a snake. I mean, it was a lady, and but she had a lot of snakes. Are you an aetherite? Yeah, you not aetherite. Yeah, aether current thing. Food stores, something, yada yada. Don't care. I'll do that later. Yeah, we just beat Sri Lakshmi. There's something to be said about a home-cooked meal, is there not? We must cherish these moments, fleeting as they are. The fight will always be there, waiting for us to return. Trust you are well rested and refreshed, yes? Then let's return to the front. The greater part of the Alliance forces should now advance to the peaks, but should have advanced into the peaks by now, but I expect that we will pass many of our comrades on the road east. There's a checkpoint along the way, as I recall, but we need only to identify ourselves to the soldiers in order to pass. And then also, let me swap to Scholar really quick. I need to have better outfits. I need to do more fashion. Are you an ether current thingy? No, you're not. Don't care. Okay. Oh, yeah, no, I got killed twice for messing up the mechanic. Ah! We're good. I might look into that. There's a part of me that thinks, like, whenever I reach, maybe I'll do Dawn Trail as one of my alts instead of as this guy. But I'd have to level them up first. Scions, pleasure to have you with us again. You'll be happy to hear that we've taken Alagiri and have already begun fortifying it as our new base of operations in the peaks. Give us a shout to the lads as you pass, eh? The Rising event. Oh, cutscene? Cutscene.
I remember how they laughed. Alliance and Resistance soldiers, eager for battle, trading jokes as we marched east towards the peaks. Beyond this last line of defenses lay the locks and the city. Breaching it would be no small feat. But we beat the Imperials back, just like that. And we liberated a village, the first of many.
As you can see, this part of the peaks is much higher than the northern reaches, hence why the Imperials built Specula Imperiatoris where they did. See those three towers to the east? That's her. Sits right on the edge of the cliff, so attacking from the north is a fool's errand. From the south, on the other hand, she's no different than any other Imperial installation. You see now why Villadino is so important, eh? Right then, come along. They're waiting for us in Algiri. Boat! Don't care. Go away. Okay. Here we are, the new base of operations for the Alliance and the Resistance. There you are. Greetings, General. I see you've been quite busy in our absence. Less than you may imagine, the Imperials fled at our coming, and we took the village without a fight. Your timing is impeccable. We were able to discuss our strategy to seize Specula Imperiatoris. Although we're fresh from the road, we should be glad to attend. Good. Take a moment to gather yourselves and join us when you're ready. Here, the Flame General. Looks like we got a meeting to attend. Alright, everyone, let us begin. Algiri is ours, and for mercy we took it without losing a single man, but how we dare not grow complacent. Specula Imperiatoris will not be so easily won. If I may, General, should we not pause to consider the Imperials' motivations? For Xenos to surrender a fortified settlement of strategic importance without so much as firing a shot is inexplicable. We searched the village and found no traps or other signs of sabotage, suspicious though it may be. I will not refuse this gift from our enemy. The path to Alamigo is through the east, through Specula Imperiatoris and Castrum Abania. It bears repeating, however, that the latter is home to a massive cannon with unparalleled range and destructive power. Which means that we need to strike Specula Imperiatoris quickly, both to limit their ability to locate our forces in the field, and to utilize the installation of a shield against attack, as it would doubtless not risk, they would doubtless not risk damaging the towers. I see. We have no choice but to accept what we've been given. That's the way of it. I've no doubt that Xenos is something planned, but we'll have to deal with that when the time comes. So the assault, then. The main host will commence a direct assault on Specula Imperatoris. During this time, I would hold the Scions in reserve at Alagiri to deal with any Imperial forces that may be dispatched in response. Understood. Wait a minute. We should be fighting with you and the Resistance. I understand you don't want to rely too much on Missing after what he's been through, but at least let the rest of us do our part. Don't do anything too reckless, alright? I won't. I'll promise I'll do what Conrad says. Mayhap it would be best if I accompany you. Alice can stay with Missing. Oh, if you must. The two of us can take care of ourselves. You have your orders. Dismissed. Meanwhile, deep within an Imperial research facility... Are they gonna Banjo-Kazooie, Kryl?
Oh, my head.
You know, the imagery just reminded me of putting it was like Banjo's sister goes in like the pod and
Let us see.
And then she comes out all ugly.
So, she lives. Impressive. Or merely lucky, though that too may prove a useful trait.
My lord, what have you done to me?
Though we Guardians are intellectually and physiologically superior in almost all respects, we lack the hereditary traits required for the reliable manipulation of ether, hence our unique inability to wield magics. This deficiency, for want of a better word, saw us subjected to decades of oppression by the lesser races, and we were eventually driven to seek shelter in the cold northern reaches of Ilsabard. Fortunately, said region was replete with vast deposits of ceruleum, which proved instrumental in the development of Magitech, a revolutionary technology conceived to compensate for our disadvantage. It was with Magitech that we grew strong, that our nation became an empire. Yet, ultimately, this was an extrinsic solution to an intrinsic problem. What I wanted was not a crude device to be used in lieu of magic. The modification of the Garlean genome. I argued that it might be possible to enhance a subject's ability to manipulate ether, effectively empowering them to wield magics. Alas, my theories were met with consternation in the Imperial Court. Only Lord Xenos, with commendable foresight and wisdom, deigned to support my research.
You gave me this treatment, but I'm not Garlean.
Alamegan, through and through. What you have been granted is far greater than mere magic. Before that lesser light, it is as a second sun.
I am informed that Alagiri was recently occupied by the Resistance, and that an attack on Specula Imperatoris is considered imminent. This could provide an ideal opportunity to test her performance in the field.
Your Skulls, was it? They have joined the garrison at the watchtower?
Yes, my lord. By your leave, I would rendezvous with them and lead a counterattack against the insurgents.
No. Even were you to leave now, you would not arrive in time. There is another duty I would entrust to you.
Thancred!
Found you.
Well, fire and eager, weren't they? Well, I wouldn't worry too much. They're strong and have each other. At least you spared me the trouble of having to speak up. I wasn't about to let Lise go alone. We have a fair bit of ground to cover, so we should split up. If you come across any Imperial soldiers, you know what to do. Oh, and so you know, I sent word to our Arnvald's squadron. They already are searching our nearby areas, so we have allies in the event we encounter anything beyond our means. So we are just patrolling for Imperial patrol White Rock for Imperial forces. Ooh, orb. 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 Okay. Yeah. Right, and then I... Go, Bahamut! Okay. Where's the purple spooky? There. Oh, why do I not have... There was a bridge, got collapsed. Give me a moment, missing. Say it again if you would. No, maintain your distance for now. Understood. Keep me appraised of any developments. That was Arnvald. The pair that was spying on us in the fringes has followed us here. What about you? Any trouble? And there I was, thinking we might be due for some peace and quiet. Glad to hear you dealt with them. I hope the assault on Specula Imperatorus is going well. Meanwhile, at the assault on Specula Imperatorus, hell yeah, Pippin.
Whoa, you've improved, lad.
Come now, father. You lured the fool onto my blade, and do not try to deny it.
What was that?
Our work here is all but done.
There was like a small,
What of Conrad and his men?
effeminate gasp in the middle of this battlefield. What was that?
They are for the main tower. The skulls have offered fierce resistance thus far, but Conrad seems to believe he can convince them to lay down their arms.
Then we will tend to the stragglers down below. With me!
It was like a very like I was like, what? It didn't feel like pained, like.
Enemy forces have overrun the lower facilities and appear to be mounting an assault on the main tower. We have already received a request for reinforcements. A unit of legionaries has been mustered and is ready to depart. They await your orders, Commander.
Stand down.
Commander?
Tell them to stand down.
Commander, if I may, our people, your people are still in there. They will be slaughtered.
You think I don't know that? I want nothing more than to help them. To lead the bloody charge. But I have my orders. Lord Zeno said no reinforcements. He would have us use the main cannon to destroy the installation.
What? Kill our own soldiers? You must be...
How are you surprised? Xenos just murders people casually. Like, it's how he keeps people in line. Oh man, kill our own soldiers. Xenos would do that? Yes, of fucking course he would! He does that every other time someone has a meeting with him!
Initiate the firing sequence. Wars are won on the backs of the dead.
It's not even a propaganda
Theirs and
thing.
ours. There is no truth but this. We must remain firm and resolute and always, always do our duty. Now, give the order.
He doesn't keep it secret. He wants people to know that he murders people on a regular basis. So that they're afraid of him. That's like his whole thing.
Aye aye, initiating firing sequence. Release safety locks. Deploy main cannon.
Ansfrid, Rudolph, Emlyn. For us, for our people, for our future.
I need you to confirm the target, Commander.
Specula Imperatoris, main tower. Fire when ready.
Oh, does she get plot migraines now?
What in the seven hells?
Long-range artillery.
Those treacherous bastards. Their people were still fighting. Full retreat! Now! Relay the orders!
Understood. All forces retreat! I repeat, all forces retreat!
The 12, did you see that? The main tower just collapsed. You heard it too. Didn't you? It must have been that Imperial cannon at Castrum Abania. But that was an Imperial installation. The troops were still... Damn it, no one's responding. I don't know if the shell's being jammed or... We have to go right now. They need our help. This way, there's no time to lose. It's worse than it looks. He probably wasn't even... Pull yourself together. The gate. This is our way inside. We need to find my brother. Right now. Glad you're here, Missing. In case it isn't obvious, the Imperials fired on us, on Specula Imperatorus. I didn't think they had it in them, to kill their own men just to kill us. Let's damn them all. Where's my brother? Tell me where he is, I want to see him. He was in the tower when it was struck. But that need not mean anything. Our forces are still evacuating, and many remain unaccounted for. Alice, listen. There are soldiers wounded and dying all around us. Soldiers with families, just like you and me. They need our help. Do you understand? He's right. I'll take the north, you take the east. I think I can manage on my own. For a moment there, I thought I was bound for Thal's Great Hall. Ye gods, what were the Imperials thinking? Just give me a moment to let the world stop spinning, would you? Algiri's not far. I'll make it. I'll make it. Everything hurts. I think I was struck by debris from the tower. I know you! Missing Novice Ward of House Fortom! We fought together on the steps of faith. You saved my life back then. And now... I can walk, thank you. 1,000 times thank you. Conrad! Conrad, can you hear me? Nago, put him down over there.
Conrad! Conrad, speak to me!
It was all so sudden. Conrad had just convinced the last few skulls to surrender when we heard the bang and everything started to shake. We carried the survivors to safety, but Conrad's... We have done what we can for him. All that remains is to pray.
Conrad?
Is that you, Lise? I can't see a damn thing. Well, that's that then. Time's up.
What are you talking about? You'll be on your feet before you know it.
It's all right, Lise. I've lived long enough. But listen, I want you to lead the resistance in my stead.
Don't say another word. You'll recover. We'll recover. We'll bring freedom to Alamigo together. We're not going to stop here.
No, you won't. Everything we've built, everyone we've brought together, I know you'll show them the way. You've got it in you, Lise. Not because you're Curtis's daughter or Ida's sister, but because you're you. Because you're you.
Conrad.
Lead them to victory. To freedom.
I will, Conrad. I will. I promise.
Freedom. So is this the entire Imperial's plan, is we let them attack our base and then we shoot it? Because, like, Conrad's the only important person who's dead. It still seems like we have a lot of forces, and they now no longer have a town and the base directly next to that town. Meanwhile, in the chaos of Castra Mabania, it doesn't feel like this is a plan that makes sense.
Next round, double the charge.
Has he ever made sense? I mean, he's got a hate boner for people who are really strong. That makes sense. I can at least understand it.
Nidhogg, we are needed.
No, stop. You and Nidhogg aren't boyfriends anymore.
That's the cerulean pipeline.
Impossible! How can one man... Shoot the bastard! Shoot him!
God, stormtrooper-ass motherfuckers.
My lance has slain far greater beasts. You're welcome, boy.
You couldn't have done that before they shot it the first time?
I want that intruder found, and get the engineers to fix my bloody cannon!
In their defense, they are far away.
The savages are coming!
Could have killed them. We could have walked away. But instead we tried to convince them to lay down their arms. We tried to seek a peaceful resolution. We showed them mercy, and this was the response. Fire and blood. This was their answer. Such crimes cannot go unpunished. They must not. God is my witness. There will be a reckoning. Forgive me. Now is not the time for vows of vengeance. We must remain calm and rational and in control. The Imperials have demonstrated a willingness to fire on their own. So long as we remain here, we are in danger. We three will see to Commander Kemp's body. Find my sister and return to Alagiri. I need to... get to work. So... that just suffice for now. Go on and join the others. Tell me you found Alpha now. Tell me he's alright. He's fine. Conrad's dead, though. I think the 12. I don't know what I would have done. Though, saying that, what will the Resistance do without Commander Kemp? Sorry, not here and not now. We should return to Alagiri. Keep an eye out for any wounded who need help on the way. Okay. God, I need to stop here because I need to start working. I want to get to an area where I can log out quickly. was long ago I was trying to kill you and yours. I've expected you were about to slit my throat. To hell's with this. I should head back home to Isilbard instead of taking fire from my so-called comrades. I'm just gonna warp here. Okay. We are done here. Let us see who we can toss things over to. Let's write Indie Alpaca because they got a cute they got a cute plush avatar today and it's adorable. Thank you for hanging. If you're on YouTube, it's twitch.tv/IndieAlpaca. Thank you for hanging out with us, and I will catch you guys next time. Tomorrow's Splatfest, so I'll probably be live with Splatfest stuff tomorrow. But till then, be seeing y'all.